So there are only 6 undefeated ranked fighters left in the UFC, so I'm gonna rank them from worst to best and say if they'll be a champion or not. So at 6 to have Lerone Murphy. He's a well-rounded fighter, but just not elite anywhere, and I don't see him becoming champion. I see guys like Volk and Evlev definitely beating him. Even Lopez, Silva, Arnold Allen, they should also beat him as well. At 5th, I'm gonna go Michael Morales. Solid rangy striker with good takedown defense. And I actually think he'll be a future welterweight champion, but not before he takes a loss first to someone like an Ian Gary, a Sean Brady, or a Shavkat Rakhmonov. Now, 3 and 4 are pretty interchangeable, but at 4, I'll go Movsar Evlev. I think he'll be a future champion as well, just like Michael Morales, but he will also take a loss before he becomes champion. If Volk fights him next for the title, I do think Volkanovski wins. But once Volk retires, I see Movsar running the division for a little bit, beating guys like Lopez, Silva, and Murphy. At 3, I'll go Shavkat Rakhmonov. Also a future champion, but I don't think he'll take a loss before he gets the belt. And aside from Islam, I think he's the most well-rounded welterweight. He's got too much of a size advantage on Makhachev. At some point, don't get me wrong, he will get chinned with the striking defense. But for right now, I would pick him to beat both JDM and Islam. At 2, I have Khamzat Chimaev. I see him finishing Dricus relatively early to win the middleweight title. I think he'll defend that belt a couple times against the Imavov Kaya winner, RDR, maybe Paul Costa if he can make a run. And 3 to 4 years down the line, I think he has a decent shot at his second belt. And at 1, it's Ilia Topuria. Already a 2-division champion, and I see him beating everyone at lightweight. Arman and Islam, they would be hard fights at 155, but I would favor Ilia to beat both. And I'm not sure he wins a 170-pound title, but even without a third belt, I could see him retiring as a top 3 to 5 fighter of all time.